Hello, everyone. I want to let you know something right off the bat. Child custody for fathers is not rocket science. Now, I know it appears that it is. It's not. It's not. Trust me. Because if I was able to have success, anybody can have success. But my mission here on this platform is to be able to educate you guys how to change the narrative, how to avoid the pitfalls, and how to get your timeshare back. Okay? It's going to be unconventional ways of thinking, but you have to be open to it. All right? But listen, let me ask you something. It's not that it's a secret. It's not that that they're not hiding it. They are hiding it. They're hiding the truth. They're hiding how men are supposed to behave. So whenever a breakup or divorce happens, right, now the father is out of position to be able to keep his kids because they've been programmed to do things and allow things to be done to them. All right. And I talk about these things on my platform. At the end of the day, it's like, let's say if someone told you to go up and climb this rope. It's just a rope. And way at the top, 30 feet up there, it's a bell that you have to ring. Majority of fathers be like, as strong as they may be, only a small amount of fathers will be able to actually go up there and climb up there and ring that bell that's 30 feet above the ground. Okay? But, because it'd be, it's so hard, it's just that's impossible. It's just a single rope. But what if I told you, because I learned this when I was in the military, so many people failed it. Only a few recruits actually went up there and did it because they had so much upper body strength. But what if I told you, hey, you jump up on the rope, and then this is what they taught us, and then you turn your foot, you wrap your foot around the rope, and then with your other foot, you step on the rope, then push yourself up, straighten yourself up, and grab up again, and then you wrap your foot around the rope again, and then clamp your other foot, use that to step up on, and then you keep grab up, and you repeat the whole process until you get at the top and ring the bell. Now, see how it was able to be done. And when people called them like, oh my gosh, it was so easy. But if you don't know the strategy, it seems impossible. I hope that makes sense. Listen, Flawless Fatherhood. I am here to show you guys strategic ways how to make sure you don't lose your children in the event of a divorce or a breakup. I am not anti-relationship. I am not against the union of marriage. But understand, if you get married through the court system, a lot of stuff comes with that. But at the end of the day, it's about securing your children. All right? So today we're going to talk about the 3-step process and how to get your children back if you don't have the timeshare that you desire. Let's get into the video. All right. Welcome back to another episode of Flawless Fatherhood. Hey, man, check it out, man. I missed you guys. Sorry for that little hiatus that I took for a hot minute, but your boy had to clean off some stuff that was, on my plate of life so I can give you all this content the way it's supposed to be. All right? So, look, I'm Mr. 50/50, your host here at Flawless Fatherhood, and my main objective is for fathers to be able to, in the future, fathers be able to get the same type of results I got in the event of an unfortunate divorce and breakup. For those who don't know me, I have 3 sons. My oldest 2 are by way of marriage, and me and their mom got a divorce when they were 9 and 4 years old. I was able to position myself through the divorce and after divorce as the primary residential parent here in Florida in 2006. They stayed with me primarily, and she got visitation and paid her portion of the child support into the home for our 2 sons. Raised them into men. They were 9 and 4 then. They are 27 and 22 now. All right? And guess what? They grew up, they were able to be raised up by their father to be the best version of themselves. Okay? Now I have a 10-year-old from an unwed situation. Unwed relationship, I don't want to say situation. Unwed relationship, because those situationships are just situationships. I don't have situationships. I ain't here dropping seed every damn well, like I ain't got no sense. But through me and his mom's relationship, and it dissolved, I was able to submit myself in having a 50-50 joint physical timeshare where we have a week-to-week timeshare. He's here with me for a week, he's with her for a week, and we alternate week to week on Wednesdays. Look, guys, I know that may sound like, oh, I don't have my kid, I don't have. Let me tell you something. If you got a relationship that's broken and irreconcilable, forcing two people to stay together simply because of the kids, listen, I don't care what nobody said. I don't care. That is one of the worst things that can happen to a kid, because that kid will feel and see the lack of love and the lack of bonding that's in the house. And guess what? That kid's going to grow up and emulate those traits and what it's seen. So if that mother and that father make sure, because listen, it sucks because the system's not going to teach you this, but if the fathers learn what to do and how to submit their timeshare proactively, they would know if they end up breaking up, that way more time likely than not, he'll be able to have 50-50 joint physical timeshare and be in the child's lives. And their child doesn't have to get raised by a stepdad that the father doesn't approve of. I can imagine. So let's get into it today. Listen, the title of this video, child custody is not a science. It's not a science. It's not rocket science. I know some people want to make it seem like it is. It's not. And what I've come up with and I've developed personally myself from my experiences and seeing how other fathers, may it be married and divorced fathers or unwed fathers, seeing the mistakes that they made to create a blueprint to help fathers navigate to get a positive result like I did. Again, there's no other father's rights advocate except me here at Flawless Fatherhood, Mr. 50-50, that has been successful for submitting his children through a divorce and in an unwed relationship. You ain't gonna be able to find them. But I want to give you everything in here to help you succeed. And this goes for you too, ladies. This affects you as well. And thank you to the new people that, even though I haven't been dropping content, some stuff is still lingering out there, and some subscribers have come to the page, and I want to thank you for showing up as well. We have some ladies coming to the page and on the platform, so I appreciate you. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because trust me, nobody's going to be saying this information. I'm going to show you the light that the system doesn't want you to know. A lot of people's like, oh, the family law and the system, the courts don't care. Stop blaming it on the courts. Sure, the courts don't care, but the courts don't. I know it don't sound like courts don't make the rules. The government and those entities make the rules. They just have people pointing at the courts when really it's the higher ups. All right? So here's a 3-step. I said thanks to the new subs. Now here's the 3 things that what I want you to do. Okay, hold on. There are 3 things that you guys can do. You fathers can do. You're either gonna wait around for the laws to change. Okay, that's 1. Because, they're making strides. They're going to make strides and they're going to change the laws, and I'm going to get my kid. So I'm going to sit on my lazy bottom and wait for it. Don't your kid deserve better? I think so. So you're going to either sit around and wait on the laws to change, or 2, you're going to take action and do something about it. You should be able to change your situation, create a different environment. So when there's somebody looking at your body of work and be able to look and be like, then you'll have a better position to be able to change the dynamic and timeshare what's going on currently between you, your ex, and your child or children. That's number 2. You're going to take action. Or number 3, you're just going to sit around and do nothing and continue to complain about it and moan and groan. This and that. It's not fair. It's not fair. That's like me saying, it's not so fair because I'm overweight. I know that in order for me to lose weight, I got to take my behind to the gym. And which I did today. I only went for 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I went. I can't sit around here and complain. Oh, my back hurt. Take your fat behind to the gym, Mr. 50-50. Guess what? Nobody's going to change my position but me. Period. You understand? It's about accountability. Straight up. That goes for everybody. So Are you going to sit around and just not do something about it? No, you're here because you want to take action. So let's get into it. There's a 3-step process that I talked about in my last long form video. 1 is to recover more overnights. That was the number 1. Number 2 was to basically solidify and demonstrate the best interest of the child factors. Okay? And number 3 was to seek counsel and open a case to increase your physical timeshare. Now I say seek counsel, but really you can do it yourself. Okay? But hey man, listen, if you can. But at the end of the day, some people don't feel comfortable doing it themselves. But as long as you have a game plan and you go and you find you counsel or attorney and you show them the blueprint and show them what you have and tell them what you're looking for, what you want, and what can they do this for you. They say, oh, and they skeet around saying, oh, no, I can't. I don't know. This is possible. It's maybe, then guess what? Go to someone else. Okay. But I'll be honest with you, you can actually do it yourself. If you don't have the money to go. And when I say money, I don't know how much these attorneys cost, but at the end of the day, we all say, oh, I'll die for my child. I'll do this for my child. But yet you won't spend a few dollars for him or her. Come on, guys. Let's do better. Wouldn't you want your father to fight for you if that father had information? Or just sit around in his hands? You at least want to be able to tell your son or daughter or both, be able to say, hey, look, little Timmy and Samantha, here's the paperwork here that I took that I went to court in 2024 or early 2025 to get a 50-50 joint physical timeshare, and I had everything good to go. I had the room for you. I had the space for you. I had recovered more overnights. I had solidified my best interest in the child factors, and they told me no. You can't never say I tried. So then they can look and say, hey, look, daddy tried. And not have to go off the word of the mom saying, oh, your daddy's this. Oh, your daddy just want to go over there and he want to take care of his other kids with his other girlfriend. You got to be able to, it's not your word against hers because they're going to believe her. Because they're living with her. But if you can show in black and white that that's a lie and it's something else, then they have to believe that. So we're going to talk about step 1. It's about recovering overnights. Y'all know I can go. Recover more overnights. So this is part 1. We're going to go part 1, part 2, part 3. This video is about part 1. Part 1, recover overnights. Guys, listen, I need you to put, you know how you guys got, how can I say it? You guys got very creative. When you saw your child's mom for the first time, you're like, damn. Damn, right? You know all those emotions you felt, and you was like, yeah, I'm going to hit that. I want her. I need you to gather up, obviously not that same level, that particular part, of intensity, but you need to be able to have that same level of desire to change this situation. That same level of desire, okay? Just like you were able to finesse your way in to pulling off her panties. Yeah, and guess what? This is an adult show here. Just like you was able to do that, you was able to unbutton her bra, okay? Just like you was able to wrap your hand around her head. You get the point. You get the point. I need you to use that same level of thought to be able to get what you want in this situation. Recover more overnight. So let me tell you something. You want to know why I know this plan works? Because when I got a divorce, I told my ex-wife, I say, hey, listen. She knows because we've talked about it, and she agrees. One day, once this platform get to where it needs to be, so make sure you like and subscribe. Share the videos so your boy can get big, right? So, pause. So listen. She'll be able to say that, hey, yeah, he did say this. And what I said was, hey, listen, just because we got a divorce and I got the kids and you get every other weekend from Monday night to Sunday night, listen, you can always get them whenever you want to. Just let me know. My point was I wanted to be able to make sure I raised them, but I didn't want her just to be delegated to 4 nights a month. I'm just saying that's how I was back in 2006. So I know a lot of parents are like, hey, I'm going to keep him from around him and stuff like that. Okay? But if you got the kids 4 to 6 days a month already, you need to try to actually recover more overnights. Let me tell you something. It's the summertime. This is the time where people want to have their free time. They want to get out and do their little hot girl summer stuff and all. They want to do their due. You have to go from having 4 to 6 overnights. I don't care if you have to be a glorified babysitter for her. When I say babysitter, I'm not talking about taking the kid, basically getting the kids during her nights. Not saying, hey, can you keep the kids for 2 to 5 o'clock? No. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. You be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, no, I got something going on, but hey, they can stay the night, you know, whatever, you know, this and that. And I could drop them off to daycare in the morning or talk them off to your mom's or wherever they go that day whenever, you know, she has to go to work. Be able to recover those overnights. And whenever you recover overnights, you go from having 4 to 6 overnights to then you go to having 8 to 10 overnights. You'll be getting them like an extra week, extra day per week. And she don't care because that frees her up for her social life. Because trust me, let me tell you something. If the mother wants that free time and she knows she got the baby daddy there to take the kids, and especially overnight so she can have her homeboy over there, she's going to exercise that right more times than not. Or go over to his house, they're going to do that. So I don't care if she feels like she's using you for a babysitter or whatever, because what you're doing is you're slowly taking back overnights. And when you do have the kids overnight, let's say if you say, hey, listen, I want to take the kids to go see, obviously this movie's not out anymore, but Finding Nemo Part 33, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, right? But it comes on at 7:10, you know, so we won't be able to get out until 9, you know, whatever. So I'll just go ahead and keep them overnight and I'll, you know, drop them off in the morning or whatever like that. Guess what? If you can let her know that a couple days in advance to give her some time to, you know, give her some time to plan, more than likely she's going to say yes. It can be that. It can be going out to eat for dinner. It can be to have a movie night at the house. It could be game night at your place. Trust me, your child's mother wants help. She wants assistance in helping keeping the kids. Now, she don't want to give up that child support money, and you make sure you never say anything about child support money. You know, whatever your angle is and you like to do with your kids, give her a couple of days or a few days notice and say, hey, I got this plan right here, right here with the kids on, Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? I got this right here, and you mind if I scoop up the kids Thursday night, and, you ain't got to feed them dinner or nothing like that, and I'll drop them off Friday morning. Of course she's going to want to bite on that. And she don't have to cook dinner. She ain't got to go buy dinner or anything, but as long as you give her advance. And then when you do that, right? Let's say if you do take them out to dinner or take the kids out to dinner or take the kids out to the movie. Screenshot you out to the movies with them, got popcorn and stuff like that. Put it on social media, on Facebook, like normal, whatever. And then screenshot it. Screenshot it. So you can have right here, guess what? You took them to the movies at the 7:15 movies. Obviously, that kind of shows that you had them that night. Even once you get home and they're asleep, let's say 9:30 or whatever, take a picture and you text her saying, hey, and you say, hey, oh, look at them there. They knocked out, girl. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Say, you're talking to your ex. They knocked out. And she's like, oh, they look so peaceful. Oh, they don't never go to sleep that early around here. They still be up playing. I said, yeah, they knocked out, we got to get up early in the morning over this and that, so I'll make sure I have them there. Okay, good. I'm glad they enjoyed time with you. Screenshot. Okay? So you see what I'm doing? You acquire up so many of those times where you're strategically taking away overnights for whatever reason you want to bring up or make up. And the discourse that you'll be having on text would provide what you're doing, you're handcuffing her. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And when I say this handcuffing, it's going to show that, hey, you are advocating that the children enjoy their time here. You're also saying that, hey, they don't go to bed that early with you. They look like they're happy and peaceful. So later on down the line, she can never say, oh, I don't really trust them with you, or they never really stay with you like that, or they're not comfortable. Because I've seen that before. People say, oh, well, she's not comfortable there staying with you. But guess what? If you have a track record of, hey, I was supposed to have the child 4 to 6 nights based on my information, based on the paperwork, yet I can prove I've had our children 10, 12, 14 nights for the past 6, 7, 9 months. Now she can't say, oh, I don't feel comfortable with them staying with you. I don't feel comfortable with them overnights. I don't feel comfortable with you taking them out to the She can't say that because she's allowed that to happen and given up so many overnights. So basically that's the whole part. Recover overnights. You have to be slick about it. You don't talk about no damn child support. You suck it up. You make things happen. I don't care if you say you want to go to the movies and you stay home and you freaking watch a movie on TV and play freaking Connect 4. I don't care. As long as you take pictures, you do these type of things or whatever, and you annotate what's going on to prove that you had them on her night. That's why I say text her. So if you text her or whatever this and that, say, look, it's game night with the kids and they're enjoying themselves. Oh look, little Timmy's already asleep. He's knocked out because he lost so many times. It's proven that, hey, they were with you on that night, which was her night. Does you understand what I'm saying? So my thing is this: if you recover more overnights, and it'll get to the time, and then with the step, recover more overnights is the first step, and then with number 2 is solidify the best interest of the child factors. We'll get into that in the next video, but basically, you'll be demonstrating the ability to take care of the kids, deal with and be able to operate within their daily routines. May it be doctor's visits and things like that, all things that you guys need to be better about and stand into it. And she's going to be more open to allow those things to happen. And when those things start happening, and taking the kids back to school, meeting the teacher, going to parent-teacher conferences and stuff like that, that's when you start checking off boxes in the best interest of child factors and doing some things that she's not even doing when the time comes to it, for you to open up a case. All right. And then number 3 is actually to seek counsel and to increase the child share. But before you seek counsel, you'll text her and say, hey, listen, I've already got the kids like half the time already, overnights and stuff, and they got a place over here and they got their own rooms and own beds. Say, hey, why don't we just, go, why don't we just go, 50-50? Why don't we just go, week on, week off? If she says yes, try to get that on, go ahead and keep it that way, keep it that way. Or you can, what I prefer to do, it's kind of tough. What I would prefer to do really is actually to get it done legally. Now you guys say, well, let's get the paperwork done in court so, so we don't have no issues behind it. She might say no, she might be afraid to relinquish child support because she knows she's giving away overnights. But if she says no at that point in time, she start acting funny with overnights, or she start acting funny with overnights, that's when you open up a case. And that's when you'll be able to show that, hey, look, I've had the children 40 to 50% of the time for the last 6, 7, 8, 9 months. 2, I've demonstrated all these best interests of the child factors, and I'm actively involved in their lives. And 3, it's time to keep the children where used to what they're actually doing. They're used to being with me nearly half the time, and nearly half the time. So we need to modify the timeshare. Look, guys, I'm telling you, I never signed the birth certificate, okay? But the main thing that happened was I was hyperactive, and my unwed son, my youngest son, he was with me overnights for half the time once she got out of the hospital. It's just that simple. Now, we were still playing house and relationship and stuff like that before it ended totally, but we had already came to an agreement within on text that, hey, we're going to have this rotating schedule. We're going to 4-3-3-4, and we're going to rotate every Sunday. So when I opened up my case to establish paternity and get a joint custody agreement, the first thing they looked at is saying, hey, where's the child used to be in? Well, the child is used to being in both homes overnight equally. And that was it. I was so locked the hell on. You guys have seen enough to where, guess what? And I had stayed clear of a restraining order that she tried, because they're going to try the silver bullet. You stay away from those factors and bam, there you go. Listen, there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? You don't have to go this route, but this is the route I would do. I'm not an attorney. I am not trying to give you legal counsel, but I'm telling you, if I didn't have my kids or one of my sons, this is exactly what I would do, because I understand what's going on and know how to position myself to say, hey, look, I'm locked on like a mug. What you going to do about it? This is what the child is used to. I'm hyperactive and in their lives. They love being this and that. And the mom hasn't been able to plan anything on me to say, oh, I'm not able to do these things. So the court is way more likely to be like, you know what, this father's locked on. Let's give him 40, 50%. And when they go give you 40, 50%, they do a financial affidavit. So guess what? Now you got more of a timeshare. Since her timeshare is not here and yours is here, now the timeshare be like this or like this. So then instead of paying that much, she having that much more of overnights and having that much support, it'll be like this, okay? Or like this, based on how much of you make. But don't do it for the money, do it for your kids. I hope that makes sense, man. Listen, let me tell you something. You have to be able to think outside the box. How you think I got my kids? Because I was able to think outside the box. I didn't leave the marital home. I didn't allow my wife to freaking divorce me. I didn't get hit with a restraining order. I didn't allow her to take the kids from the marital home. I presented a space to where she can make them same mistakes that other fathers / husbands made when they leave when the relationship hits adversity. All right. So that's how I would do it. Step 1, recover overnights. I don't care what excuse you make. It could be movies. It could be freaking playing games at the house. It can be whatever. It can be whatever. Going out to dinner. It can be whatever. But make sure you slow this. And listen, I hate to even say this, but keep everything cool. One thing, don't be trying to hit your baby. Now I say hit. Don't be trying to play intercourse with her and stuff like that. Keep those emotions out of it. I just crazy to say, but I guess if she want to, break you off, I guess you got to go there. Because you don't want to be doing something that she going to be able to say no. If you don't want to give me no freaking eggplant emoji, I ain't gonna let you see the kids. Guess what? You probably got to give us some eggplant emoji. I wouldn't advise it, but hey, you got to do whatever you got to do to keep it going so you can keep recovering the overnights until you get to where you need to be. You got to think outside of the box. You have to be able to think differently to get a different result. Because of all these, the birth certificate, man, look, 99% of the doggone, over 95% of the dudes out there sign birth certificates. And guess what? They ain't got their kid. Google it, look. Oh, birth certificate does not give a father timesharing rights. So what the hell are you signing it for? But as soon as you sign that damn birth certificate, guess what? Now you break up. Now you're on record. Now she can just go ahead and get money pulled out your paycheck without even you knowing. Next thing you know, you see minuses. Well, my check $400 short, or $300 short, whatever. Yeah, because they're coming for it. So, hey man, I know I got a little bit long. I apologize, but I haven't done a video in a minute, so I had to get some stuff out. Flawless Fatherhood, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Hey, look, I care about you guys. It's all about changing the narrative. I'll try to be shorter next time. Fingers crossed. Holler at you guys. Like the video. Share. Comment. Let me know what you think. Hey, the results are the results. See you on the next video.